And it continues to get worse, Tate. The Phoenix Suns, in case you missed it, folks, lost to a Division III team. Um, a what league is this? The NABL?
NBL.
NBL.
NBL. They were supposed to lose by 33 points, according to Vegas.
33-point favorites.
Mhm.
People are saying this is the biggest upset in the NBA since the Charlotte Hornets Summer League team of 2019 lost to China.
Through the game to China. Through the game. Did not lose it. Through the game to China because Michael Jordan was trying to help the league. He was trying to help diplomatic relations. What else can he do?
Great point.
What else can he do?
That's a great point.
Also, they had a 33-point loss the last time we saw the Suns.
That's what I was going to say.
In the playoffs. Then they were favored by 33 against the 36ers.
Whoa.
Wow.
The last time we saw the Phoenix Suns was Game 7 at home against the Dallas Mavericks. They lose by 33. It was the biggest quitting choke. Like it wasn't even a choke job. It was just like
DeAndre Ayton got benched and basically quit on his team, and Monty Williams has not talked to him since that happened.
As someone who complains all the time about how small market never getting respect and that the coasts dominate, like the Aaron Judge situation we have going on right now, where everyone knows if he played for the Royals, no one would give it. I gotta say, Tate, a great example of it working in the favor of the small markets is the Phoenix Suns Game 7 against the Mavs, where if this was like the Nets that did this, if this was the Celtics, the Lakers, the Knicks,
even the Warriors,
had lost Game 7 in that manner when they were so heavily favored to win the title, where they were best team in the NBA all season. Were the 64-18, I think?
Yeah,
is that their final record last year? That's all anybody would be talking about all offseason. That would be it. That would be coming into the preseason. That would be all the talk would be about how bad the Suns choked, how the Suns are frauds, how this. And it took them losing to the 36ers for everyone to be reminded, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. These guys are frauds. I forgot.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. And that's that works in the Suns' favor because I think, I really do think a lot of people forgot. And then Robert Starver situation, we'll call it, happens. And like they did a good job of like muddying the waters and trying to make everybody forget that you had the most embarrassing home playoff loss these eyes have ever seen.
Yeah.
Certainly. I don't know, maybe ever in the history of the NBA, but for me, it's number one on my list.
And especially if you watch that series, because you remember in Game 5, they win at home. The Suns basically think they take control of the series. They're making fun of Luka. And, kind of very similar to what happened with the Heat and the Mavericks in 2011 in the finals when they were making fun of Dirk. And then it all came back in their face. And that's kind of what happened in this series. And Dallas, I mean, it was a drubbing at home. And they were laughing at them. And Phoenix, like you said, I mean, they quit on the biggest stage possible. They were supposed to be playing the Warriors to go back-to-back finals. They were supposed to be a team that a lot of people thought would win the NBA championship. This offseason, DeAndre Ayton leaves, signs with
the Pacers.
Yeah. Yep. The first time they've ever done a restricted free agency deal. But then
first time the Pacers have ever taken a big swing.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then the Suns were like, well, I guess we have to match on this big swing. So they bring DeAndre Ayton back. He's not supposed to be there. Chris Paul, Devin Booker apparently don't want him there. Monty Williams hasn't talked to him. So we have like this whole drama brewing. And then the first time we see them play, DeAndre Ayton looked great. Mikal Bridges looked great, and everyone else did not look great, except for the Adelaide 36ers, who had a guy, Craig Randall, who played at Memphis. Shout out to Penny. Not for Penny.
Memphis is back.
Memphis back.
Basketball's back, yeah.
He balls out in this game. I mean, he's hitting threes from everywhere, and they basically embarrassed the Suns in front of everybody. And this is the first time a team has come over and beaten an NBA team in the preseason since Luka did it with Real Madrid over OKC the summer after KD left. You know what I mean? So, like, that was a team that also had a very weird
that
situation.
doesn't count because, like, Real Madrid, like, if you're a EuroLeague team, you're basically an NBA team. It's like the same level as the NBA. So that's, like, not even that big of a deal.
Giannis and Jokic said it was harder.
It's harder, yeah. It's actually better than the NBA.
They said we have to play basketball over here. It kind of sucks. I would like to go back to taking my 3 steps.
Is this a big deal? I think it might be.
I'm waving the flag as this is a big deal.
Because the only thing I can liken it to is college teams losing to D2 teams, in exhibitions. It happened when I was at Ohio State. We lost in 2007 to Florida in the title game. The very next game we played after that was Finley in an exhibition game. Finley was were they the D2 national champions? I think they're the reigning D2. I don't know. They were really I'm not making an excuse. They were very, very good. It was a very good Division II team, but still, you know, we had just played for the national championship, and we lost all our guys, and Finley beat us. And I remember like it was the most. Coach Mata wrote Finley on the board in our locker room, and he left it there for the entire season. He wrote it in Sharpie. It was like permanently on the dry erase board. So all season we used that as motivation to go to the NIT and win the NIT.
I mean, great motivation. Also, I think that's what the Suns should do. Maybe they can win that in-season tournament that they're talking about. But yeah, I mean, the Adelaide 36ers, I got their record. They were 10-18 in the NBL.
This wasn't even a good team.
No, they finished 7th out of 10 teams in the NBL last year, and we're 10-18. So this is a bad team in the NBL, and they came over and straight up smacked these guys. And the Suns, after the game, Monty Williams was like, we didn't respect them as a professional team. That's not a good sign.
Oh, my God.
And also, Monty Williams hadn't talked to DeAndre Ayton, I guess, until this game.
Was this wasn't the RJ Hampton team, was it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. I was trying to think of
but they play Oklahoma City on Friday.
Oh, really?
This team, the 36ers. So we'll actually get a real test to see, like, because if they beat the Thunder, you're like, okay, well,
this isn't even a Carleton Ravens situation when Carleton, the Canadian team, had a bunch of there's a stretch there where Carleton was beating Division I team. They beat Syracuse, right? They beat Wisconsin one year.
I think it was Wisconsin. Yep.
And I remember Syracuse lost to, was it Lemoyne? They lost to the Wesley Johnson Syracuse team. They lost an exhibition game, and then they ended up getting like a 1 seed. So maybe this isn't a big deal. But that's different. College is different, right?
It's different. And also, like, the guy that crushed them was Craig Randall, who I said went to Memphis, but he also was the G League most improved player last year. So he was playing in the G League, and then he goes over and signs with the 36ers.
Can we dust off an old reliable here on Sports Talk, basketball Sports Talk old reliable? I want to pull it off the shelf and dust it off and maybe open it up again, Tate. And revisit, could the 2015 Kentucky Wildcats beat the 2015 Philadelphia 76ers, which was hot in the streets for that entire season? That was the big discussion. And all the NBA people were like, there's no world, zero world in which any group of amateurs could ever beat a group of professionals. Can't happen, won't happen, you'll never see it, couldn't possibly happen. Then I'm in the back of the room raising my hand, and I'm like, guys, remember when the Dream Team lost a bunch of college kids? And then they said, shut up, get him out of here.
Never happened.
It was like a Trump rally. He pointed at me.
It was like Nike. It was like, shut him up. Shut him up. Put tape on his mouth.
So what, should we revisit it? We should go, like, we should walk around the Fox lot and try to find, like, Skip and Shannon and Colin and
also
Nick Wright.
Yeah, Nick Wright would love this.
Nick Wright would love this discussion.
Also, Devin Booker. Yeah, could the 2015 Kentucky team beat the 2022 Suns team? Devin Booker versus Devin Booker. But I like Devin Booker off the bench for the 2015 Kentucky. I like that. He's not matching up with Devin Booker.
Could college Devin Booker beat NBA Devin Booker?
I think at this point, I like college Devin Booker's moxie a little bit more.
Oh,
because Devin Booker, did you see this? He put up on his Instagram, which this is the reason I have Trouble in Paradise vibes. He put up the LeBron video. I mentioned 2011. He put up the LeBron video where LeBron was asked, how do you feel about the haters celebrating your failures? You know, and he was like, no matter what happens, they have to wake up tomorrow and live their sad-ass life.
Is this Shaq or LeBron? What kind of impression is that?
It's just hilarious. It's one of the greatest clips ever. But he put that up and said mood, like as if like he was upset about the 36ers winning this game. It would be a lot better to me if they just brushed this off and kind of laughed it off. But that's not how they handled this. They handled it
because they're rattled. They're very obviously they're frauds and they know it. They look in the mirror and it doesn't even. There's not even a face that reflects. It's just a big word. It's like a magic 8-ball. You just turn it. Their mirrors are magic 8-balls. It gets turned over. It just says frauds real big in the mirror. And they know this. Chris Paul knows this. Devin Booker knows this. DeAndre Ayton knows this. That's who they are. It's in their DNA.
Yeah,
they're frauds.
It's scary. It really is. And I think it all goes back to that one video where Devin Booker is playing pickup and he gets mad about a double team, and that automatically raises red flags. You know what I mean? And then you extrapolate it from there. You have 71 points, but you lost the game. You know, and you take a picture with the 71 card, but you lost. So it's like all these things have added up over time. You get to the finals. Giannis is like, we're playing big boy basketball. Stars got to come to play. Didn't necessarily happen. So I am very worried about the Suns. I hate that they lost JaVale McGee in the offseason. He goes to the team that beat them by 33, the Dallas Mavericks. You don't think the Mavericks own them, like mentally?
Yeah,
they do. So if they face each other in the playoffs again, I'm not looking forward to that.
I don't like the mood movie, the tweeting them. Yeah, I don't like that. Everyone knows you just like if you feel like the haters are getting to you, you just say rent free.
Exactly.
That's the move.
That's always the move.
Yeah.
Hey there, thanks for watching Titus and Tate. For the full friend of the program experience, subscribe right below and come join us for all things college basketball. The action is heating up. Come join Titus and Tate.